Morning everyone, welcome to All Four Queens. So today's session, I hope everyone's doing well and you've watched the other one. Now, I've done quite a lot of work with Samaritans, and one of the things that you taught is never to talk about yourself, and obviously you don't with clients and stuff, but one of the reasons why I've done this channel is because I think it's important for people to see my story, and I hope that it will inspire them to stand up and speak up about the things that happen, because some of the things that happen from a darkness perspective, you can't prove it. So for instance, how do you prove witchcraft? So it's a silent killer, isn't it? You know, it's how people get away with doing things behind the scenes, and you can't prove it because you've got no proof to show that that's actually what someone's done. So for me, it's more about putting it out there. Like I said in the very, very early ones, if you operate in the dark, that's absolutely fine, but just be honest about it. But I think we all know why people aren't honest about it, and that's the point. And for me, you know, the stuff that I've seen around my home, and you know, and whoever's done it, I hope that you can figure out a way of revoking what you've done, because really, you know, to operate in that sort of way just shows the level of low vibration that some people are operating on. So I want to get to the low vibration as well, because when I talk about low vibration, people assume that I'm talking about people that don't have much. I don't look at spirituality about what you've got or what you haven't got, and I'm going to go into that in terms of, you know, God doesn't look at us as vessels, and God doesn't look at us as though, you know, oh, you've got a lot of money so therefore you're more important. We are a spirit, and God looks at the spirit and the heart and what your heart is about and what your soul is about. He doesn't look about what colour you've got or what religion you've got or how much money you've got or who knows who. He's not interested in that. He's interested in your spirit. And so when I talk about God and the devil, I just want to make it clear as well, I'm talking about the energy, I'm talking about the spirit. You know, don't expect to see someone walking with a top hat and that's God, and then somebody walking with a black coat and that's the devil, because I'm talking about spirit. So, you know, this is a spiritual channel, and I'm not talking about a person, I'm talking about an energy and a spirit. Same as us, we are a spirit in a vessel. So that's what I'm sort of saying is, no, there's no division in terms of how he sees things. So for me, when we start to muddle the dark and the light, and then the dark come and do stuff on the 3D plane, that's when it gets messy, because then you're operating out of pride and ego. Sorry about that. You're operating out of pride of ego. And for me, that then goes even down the low for me, because obviously, you know, why would anyone do that? If you've got nothing to hide and you've got nothing to worry about, then you come and do things in the mature way, not in the low. And like I said, it's not just about what people have. People who have a lot can be low vibrational. So just remember that. Anyway, today's session is about pride. I did the 7 deadly sins, and we did the jealousy one. So this one's about pride. And I've got some quotes from the Bible as well. So hopefully. Oh, and also, before I start, I want to share with you, you know, sharing is caring, isn't it? Multi-Martin method. If you're listening to frequency music and you want to listen to something slightly different, have a listen to that. It's really, really therapeutic, and it's really helpful. Anyway, God hates pride. It may lift you, but what he wants us to do is cast our anxiety onto him, because he will cover us. So Proverbs 8:13, to fear the Lord is to hate evil. I hate pride and arrogance, evil behaviour and perverse speech. Proverbs 11:12, when pride comes, then comes disgrace, but with humility comes wisdom. Now, if you look in the Bible, we all have spiritual gifts, and wisdom is one of them. But people don't tend to use their wisdom. They tend to go to ego and pride before taking a step back and thinking about things, which is what I said before. Proverbs 16:15, the Lord detests all the proud of the heart. Pridefulness. What is pridefulness? People boast and tell lies to make themselves look better in front of others, mock others, acting with arrogance, and then they can deceive others. Now the question there is, what do they need to heal to, and I will keep repeating myself on healing, what do they need to heal to release that? Now I'm not saying pride is all bad, because it isn't. Some people are very prideful in the fact that they're open and honest, so that's a positive, isn't it? But obviously you need to use your own discernment and your own intuition on what is a positive pride and a negative pride. So Luke 14:11, for everyone who exalts himself will be humbled, and he who humbles himself will be exalted. Now exalted is extreme happiness. So, you know, we should all walk around with a bit of humility and be humble and be very grateful for everything that we have, and not worry so much about the things we don't have and all the things that other people do have. Be grateful for what we've got and be thankful for what we've got. And for those that don't have much, be kind and generous. Proverbs 16:18 warns pride goes before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall. So I think that pretty much speaks for itself, doesn't it? James 4:6, but he gives more grace. Therefore it says, God opposes the proud, but gives to the humble. Showing them so humble, but he's being showing a modest and low estimate of oneself. In other words, you're not over the top about who you are and what you are, and you're humble with it, you know. And maybe as well, I would also say grateful that you've got to where you are, but you know, being humble means that you're not got a big head, basically, I guess. Philippians 2:3, do nothing from selfish ambition or conceit, but in humility count others more significant than yourself. Ephesians 4:2-3, be completely humble and gentle, be patient, bearing with one another in love. Make every effort to keep the virginity of the spirit through the bond of peace. So I think, you know, even with everything that's gone on with me, I've always maintained that I'm here, you know, I'm happy to discuss what's going on. But I don't believe that anyone should be bullied or abused for who they are and what they stand for. And if it's God's journey and God's destiny, then you take that up the spiritual realm, not with me. So I just wanted to talk about entitlement as well, and I was giggling in there because the only thing that I can liken entitlement to a little bit is if you ever watch Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and you know the little girl, and I can't remember her name, but I will put it in the comment, in the thing, the description thing, where she said, Daddy, I want one of those Oompa Loompas. So to me, I giggle when I see somebody that comes across with a bit of entitlement, because I always have that image in my head, you know, it's the one that always wants what everybody else has got. A little bit like Jezebel, you know. I've got people in my life who have, I've had things, people, places and things, and they've had to have them too, because that's just the spirit that they carry. You can't have it if they don't have it, and that's just the spirit that they carry. So entitlement, James 4:6, but he gives more grace, therefore it says God opposes the proud but gives to the humble. So if you can see the method and the message within the Bible, it's all about the same thing. He'll give to the humble, but he's not quite happy with those that walk around with pride and are proud, because it means they've got no humbleness, they're not humble, and then you could question, are they grateful? So for love, Colossians 3:14, above all, be loving. This ties everything together perfectly. Now for me, love is the highest vibration, above ego, above pride, above jealousy, above everything. So when I say God knows our hearts and our souls, and he knows what path we need to take before all of us. So when you do things with intention, he knows what type of intention it's going to be. Is it going to be of the heart, pure, or is it going to be of the spiritual wickedness? He already knows. So maybe that's where we all need to start thinking a little bit more before we start taking action. Peter, 1 Peter 5:6. Humble yourself therefore under God's mighty hand, that he may lift you up in due time. Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. Mark 10:9. Therefore, what God has joined together, let no one separate. Now, I think that comes back to twin flames, and I will do a separate one, because remember when I said I did the twin flames one and I did something else, third parties, and whoever was in my laptop deleted it before I could even upload it. Or they nicked it, one of the two, as content, because I've got somebody that obviously is polices everything that I do at the minute, and I believe that's more so that they can take the content. Very flattered, but if you really want to share my content, why don't you have a conversation with me? Because they sit monitoring everything that I upload, everything that I do, every time I switch my laptop on, they're there. Which is a bit concerning, really, isn't it? John 8:32. Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. So that's why I'm sharing this. I mean, my position is to be a truth teller and be righteous, and I don't think I should sit on things that are true. Sorry about that again. The truth is the truth. You don't have to remember the truth. It is what it is, and my experience is my experience. You know, why someone would get pleasure out of harming another, I do not know, and only they know the answer to that, but I'm not going to hide it. And the fact that they can pay so many people to actually turn a blind eye, you know, but at least you can't pay the spiritual realm, and they will deliver judgment and justice if the physical doesn't. So, you know, that it is what it is. And, you know, blocking me and my work and stuff, you're just creating yourself more problems. Psalms 105:15. I'm going to end on this one. Do not touch. Hi, excuse me. Hi, sorry, cut off. So it was just a little bit at the end. I was just going to say, Psalms 105:15. Do not touch my anointed ones, and do my prophets no harm. Because God gives protection and immunity to those that are his prophets. And like I say, for those that try and stop me doing my work, you're just creating yourself more problems. I also apologise for the beeping sounds. Obviously, I checked. I didn't have anything in my calendar, so everything that I was saying is confirmation. So what they do is sometimes they'll beep through certain technology stuff, and that is confirmation as to what I was saying. So just for reference. Anyway, I'm going to love and leaves everybody. Have a fantastic day. Whatever you're doing, keep up your spiritual practices. I've got something to show you as well, some of the cleansing that you need to do, but obviously I'll do that on a separate one. Keep up with your practices, keep up with your prayers, keep up with your gratitude, and I'll see you on the next one. See you later. Bye.